quick lesson today on pull-offs, but not your usual pull-off like one I've seen, I've shown recently in a video where I did an E7 chord and lifted, pulled off with a pinky. Basically, the cool thing about the pull-off is sort of like a pull-off if you're French and you have a funky accent. Anyway. The cool thing about it is that you get to play one more note without strumming. So that if you're playing fast songs or fast parts of a song, you can really add a lot of texture and more notes than you can physically pick. So it's helpful. So what we're talking about today is pull-offs, but for the entire chord, not just one string. So in the example I was playing when we started, blues in E, so we're going to need an E, A, B7. We may have an A7 and an E7. Normal 1-4-5 blues progression in E. Okay? So as you can see here I'm playing a normal chord, E. And there I'm going to pull it off. Pull off the entire chord. Why? Because it gives a certain movement to it. So let's listen to it. So let me get closer, get a better feel for it. So basically whatever I'm going to do in my right hand is between me and my right hand. No, just kidding. Is going to be irrelevant, whoopsie, in this particular example. I'm just going to be strumming basically. What's really going to be more important and more interesting is what's happening with this here left hand. So I don't know if you caught that, it was a little fast, but that's the idea of what we're trying to accomplish. So I'm just going strumming normally. So that's a regular pull-off, except that we're pulling off the entire chord, not just one string. So just as a normal pull-off is lifting the finger but sort of dragging and pulling back with you. So almost like, let me see if I can find a better angle here. Whoops, wrong way. So you see how my finger is the fingertips almost curling around the back of the string and pulling back. So instead of doing that with just one string, we'll be doing that with all three in this case for the chord. And then as you're working with this, try and do it in a staggered fashion. So very, very rapid succession, but that all the three fingers don't pull off at the same time. And it gives you this sort of rolling sound. Almost like, obviously I'm going a lot slower. So. So here I went from an E to an E7, and I still pulled off all four fingers. The entire chord has got to go. We're now in A. Let me try and find yet again a better angle for you to see this. My hand is getting freaky large. In this case, I was an A7, as you can see. Whee! In other words, what you can't see if I take my hand off the screen, Dumbo. In other words, just those two fingers, and I still took them off. resolve to the E before going to the B7. Okay, so work on that. If you're playing live, especially up-tempo numbers, it can really add to your speed. It can add to the groove and to the fun of the track. And if you have any questions, you know where to find me. ThreeChordGuitar.com. Thanks and be well.